What's up, everybody? Charlie here with Pryor Media, here with another WordPress video for you. Today, we're going to take a look at X. This is a little quick tip, but it might take a little longer than a quick tip video would. We're going to look at the one-page menu. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with that term, it's basically when you have a menu up at the top. You've probably experienced this before. And when you click one of the menu items, it takes you down the page on the same page you're on, rather than taking you to another page. This is really helpful for landing pages or for companies that want like a simple one-page site with a bunch of really highly visual things. And they tend to have a lot of content, so they organize it by having a sticky menu like this, and then they, have little sections where you can just click them and work down the page. Now, this concept that I'm going to explain works with buttons and works with images and works with pretty much anything else that you want to make a link on the page. We're going to be using div ID tags and then the one-page menu function that's built into X. Let's get started. So on this page here, you see that I have a fairly simple layout. I mean, it took a little bit of time to build, but whatever, it's kind of cool. We're playing around with templates and things like that. And I want to have it to where the top menu shows links that will take me to this section right away, and then another one that takes me to this section right away, then another one that takes me to this section right away. So 3 sections, I want to have menu items that take me down the page. So how do I set that up? Well, 2 steps, and we're going to look at them both right now, starting in Cornerstone. Okay, so we're inside Cornerstone now, and I can see the editor for this page, and as I scroll around, I can highlight certain things if I want to, kind of cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to use, if you don't have it enabled already, the bottom part of Cornerstone here, this little center button, go ahead and click this and turn on advanced controls if you don't have it open already. What we're going to do is we're going to add IDs to the sections. These are like div IDs normally, like you're basically creating an ID for a div container. In this case, we're creating an ID for a section. And I'm gonna go ahead and have this section here. I'm just gonna call this, and you can name it anything you want, just as long as you're consistent with the IDs you use, as well as the IDs on the menu. So for this one, I'm just gonna call it section 1 with a dash, okay? So that's the ID for this section, ID 1, or section dash 1. So I'm gonna scroll down to this section now, and let's incorporate the menu too. Why not? It's kind of, you don't normally have to scroll just that short of distance, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's just a demo. So for this section, for this title, I'm gonna put this one as section 2. Okay. Then we're gonna scroll down a little bit here, and I'm gonna put this one, and I'll have this one be section 3. Okay, that seems like super easy, but there's one step that almost everybody misses, and so now we get to look at that one. To do that, we're gonna go ahead and open up our dashboard and navigate to the menus area, okay? So let's navigate to menus. So I can see that I've got a main menu here that doesn't really have anything in it. And then I've got a demo menu that was imported from X, which is, whatever, it's kind of cool. There's just the home button here. And that's what you see here on this top menu right now is just the X demo main menu, which is just simply a home link. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna create a new menu, and I'm gonna call this one page menu. Again, you can name it anything you want, all right? But I typically tend to name mine, if it's gonna do a one-page menu, I typically tend to name mine at least a little bit of naming convention in terms of what page it's gonna show up on. So if it's a services page, I might call it services page menu or something like that, but whatever, it's fine. Name it whatever you want. Okay, so for this, we're gonna use custom links, okay? So we're opening up, we see custom links here, and we have the URL field and the text link text, or the link text. This is what people see, and this is where people go when they click it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put these little pound symbols in, and I'm gonna go and do this as, let's say, section 1, add it to the menu. And once this gets added, and I apologize for the speed here, I'm not used to this being so slow. That's really strange. All right, guys, we're back. I'm really sorry about that. It looked like we just kind of lost internet for a second. Really, really strange. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do this one more time here. We're gonna go # here, and I'm going to do section 1 and try to add it to the menu. There it goes. That's more what I was expecting. My router just decides to restart itself. Really strange. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do the same thing. Except this time I'm going to call it section 2. And one more, I can call it section 3. Now you'll notice that in the URL field, I'm just putting these little hashtags, pound signs, whatever you want to call them. And this is a way of identifying an ID for some sort of container. So for this case, for the first section, we want to basically copy what we said in the section that's number 1. So for section here, this is the ID, section 1. So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to put just section 1 with this little hashtag symbol. This is going to tell the page to go to section 1. Go to wherever the ID of section 1 is on the current page when you click the button. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing here. Section -2 and section -3. And now these are technically visible by the people who are going to be visiting your page. Technically, they can see this if they hover over top of the link or the menu item. They'll be able to see where this goes. There's also some instances where it might actually appear in the menu bar when you click it as well. So you might want to name these something that's relevant to the section that they're going to go to and not just section 1 or 2. But I'm going to demonstrate, as I'm demonstrating, it will work either way. All right, so we're not going to set this as a primary menu or anything. We're simply going to save the menu as we've created it. And then, so now we've went ahead and did the IDs, right, on each section. And now we need to set the menu for this page. How do I get that menu to show up on this page? Well, it's kind of a strange little thing. You got to come over here, and you'll notice that in settings, X settings, in Cornerstone, you'll have this one-page navigation. And if you turn it, you'll notice it doesn't really show up right away. And that's because we didn't have this menu created when I loaded this page, when I had Cornerstone open. So you'll need to reload the Cornerstone window like I just did, and then you'll see our one-page menu appear. Okay, so if you don't see it right away, just go ahead, save your changes, refresh Cornerstone, and you'll see it in the background there. Then when we save the changes here and we reload Cornerstone again, you'll see that our section 1 and 2 and 3 are now at the top of the page, right? So let's go ahead and refresh our little live preview and take a look at how this works. I'm gonna click section 1, boom, oh, nice. Click section 2, bam, nice. And section 3, awesome. And that is how you do the one-page menu. So if you like this video, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want new videos So if you like this video, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know any ideas for new videos that you might want to see. If it's simple, if it doesn't take a whole lot of time to explain, I'll absolutely add it into consideration for this quick tip series. Yeah, give me a like. If you like the video, might as well show it, right? Give it a like. It's just one click and it really helps the channel. I appreciate it. Anyway, this is Charlie with Pryor Media, and I will see you next time.